Y'all, like, I am just, what? Good morning, HJ's Orange Kitty. Alexa, play Wild Ones.
Wild Ones by Jesse Murph and Jelly Roll on Amazon Music.
Oh my gosh, also, I was catching up on the news. And new details have came out about the sheriff that pew-pewed the judge. Do you guys remember that story? I am good, love. Really, HJ? You knew about it? Oh my God. Like, are you seeing what they're saying? And the people that are coming forward? I'm going to play an interview here in just a moment. Because I only have like 30 minutes before I gotta go. Girl, listen. What? So do we think that maybe that's why the sheriff did what he did? Yes, there's new details in that. Somebody had came forward and said that the judge was running a Rex ring, and she was a victim to get off of sentencing. Alexa, pause. I'm going to play the video from her. But she was interviewed and she said, "Do you ever felt like you could say no?" She said, "No. I could not say no because he was holding my life in his hands. he threatened us with sentencing us to the max if we didn't perform oral. And she said that they would, tell us to clean up and throw money at us and tell us not to say a word. And there was several women from the jail that did that. Just to get released from jail. Or just to get their sentence lowered from a lower sentence. Like, say, if they got 90 days in jail, if they performed with the judge, then they would get 15 days. Oh, yeah, HJ's Orange Kitty. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to play the video from her. It was an interview done with her that she did starting off. So here's this.
To get out of trouble. She acknowledges that the corruption is widespread. She also acknowledges that she's been in and out of trouble for addiction, and has been in and out of jail, but said that actually made her the perfect victim, and says she is telling the truth about what happened. Listen to this. So, what was your first interaction with the judge?
I knew him before because my sister worked for the Commonwealth Attorney for a really long time. Like, I grew up in his office and stuff. So whenever he got elected to be Commonwealth Attorney, and we moved over into City Hall, and then Kevin was the Assistant Commonwealth Attorney, and his office was like across the road from it. And I was kind of like informal intern in there, like learning office management and stuff. And
so for all you guys coming in, we're listening to the victim of the judge that was pew-pewed by the sheriff. And she talks all about it.
I went over to his office to learn how to take a deposition. And that was the first interaction that I had with him as far as the sex and stuff goes.
What happened?
I gave him oral with my shirt pulled down, and whenever we were done, he threw money in my face, told me to clean myself up, and reminded me that I knew better than to tell my sister.
And what was his job at that time?
Assistant Commonwealth Attorney. And we would do sex parties and perform shows and have sex with them for money, things like that.
Where were the parties?
Various places. There are different cabins. There's an apartment down like toward Thornton that they would use that's got like mirrored ceilings and a bidet and a sex swing and all the things. Yeah.
Did you feel like you could say no?
No. No, and they would make sure to make you feel as small and degraded and belittled as possible to take your power away,
What sort of things would they do?
But also, like, I have to say, like, we were having fun, too. Like, we were doing drugs, we was doing coke, doing a lot of cocaine, partying, like, it wasn't like they were just, like, they weren't raping, like, physically, like, what people think about when they hear the word rape. It was consensual. But it was the thing that we were so young, and then they used it against us and to destroy our lives later.
How so?
With the legal system. And CPS. Systematically removing your whole life, piece by piece.
Did they ever tell you that you couldn't say anything?
Yeah. I mean, that was just a given, And, like, who would believe it anyway, because the whole town's doing it, Nobody cares. They're all swingers. It's all a big party to them. It was just, like, so normal.
Did you ever have sex with him after he became judge?
Yeah.
When he was the judge?
Yes. I've had sex with him in the chambers. I've had sex with him upstairs.
You had sex in the chambers?
Yes.
How did that the judge to get...
Yes. There's that portion. Her full interview is on YouTube, and she talks about the judge when he's been doing this since he was the Commonwealth Attorney, when he first became Commonwealth, and then he became the judge, and it was still going on in the chambers. That's why she said it was like a little door that, like, where we seen the footage where the judge, when the sheriff pew-pewed the judge, it wasn't in there because there was cameras. There was like a closet to the side that they would go to. And she said that when the women would come in from jail, that's where he would take them they would go to the jail and go from the chambers to that room, and he would reduce their sentence, and he would tell them, come see me a few times and I'll make sure that your sentence is reduced. And if they didn't obey, if they had children, he would call CPS and merge CPS to take away their children. She was one of them. She was one of them that actually had her kids taken away because of him. And he then later on, after later on, he helped her get them back. And then after she come in, quote unquote, saw him a few times. If that is not the craziest shit, and then you wonder why maybe the sheriff did not know, or maybe the sheriff had it happen to one of his family members. Right, HJ's Orange Kitty? It's fucking wild to me. Like, you have this whole thing that they're portraying, right? They're portraying that he did not do anything wrong. You have the Commonwealth saying that he didn't do anything wrong. That this was just basically a move on the sheriff. There had to be something that set that sheriff off, because the sheriff asked the judge for his phone, and when he saw his phone, that's when he stood up and did what he did. So they can't downplay that to like, they're like, oh, his mental health was fine. How do you know his mental health was fine? After maybe he saw what he saw on the phone. He tried to call somebody from that phone. That's what happened. You can clearly see it. It was a girl on the front of the picture that Mickey Steins had on his fucking phone. It's wild to me. Yes, HJ's Orange Kitty. It's wild that you're doing all this in the front of... just literally out in the open for the public. You're taking these women who literally are arrested for rugs or, and you're giving them more. And you're taking advantage of them, and then later on saying, oh, well, if you see me and come see me in the chambers, then I'll reduce your sentence. Are you fucking out of your shit? That's wild to me. Sad as hell. Sad as hell. You're giving them more. You're taking them down to a downtown apartment and giving them more rugs, the same thing they were arrested for, and reducing their sentence, and then coming back and doing the same fucking thing over again. The young lady in her interview said that there was hundreds of women that have not came forward because they're in fear of their life. They're scared. I mean, can you imagine? They would be scared to speak out about what the judge was doing. Because who do we know that ain't trying to work for the judge at this point? Even though the judge is unalived. But let's be real. How do we know? How do we know? It's wild to me. Exactly, HJ's Orange Kitty. They're on the front pew every Sunday morning. Meanwhile, we're banging inmates at the jail to reduce their sentence. Come on. And his wife, do I think for a second that sheriff did this for malicious intent? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You really think that? I think he found probable reasoning. And I think that he felt probable cause that whatever was on that cell phone set him off. And it could have been his loved one, is what I think. Because the attorneys that are working for Mickey Steins has tried to make it a point to the judge. And why the fuck are we here having the hearing in the same courthouse? Why are we having the hearing in the same courthouse? Is that not a conflict of interest? It's the same damn courthouse. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Like, they're having this whole entire shebang at the same courthouse that this happened at, and you're going to tell me that that's a fair trial? That's a fair trial to be able to hear the defendant and respondent. Come on. It's not a fair trial at all. I don't think it's a fair trial. Yeah, I hear from my understanding is what rumor is that it was his daughter on that cell phone. And I don't know, but his attorneys, no, they're going to try to put that man away for life. Watch and see what I'm telling you. They're going to try to put that man away for life because they are not going to want to accept the fact that the judge was doing what he was doing. Kentucky, Shadow Walker. There's no way. There's no fucking way that that's going to be fair. Because his attorneys actually asked them if they would present the fact and let them present all evidence in this case at a fair, equal trial. They don't feel that it's fair because, first of all, it's in the same courthouse. How's that going to be fair to anybody? If you're going to hear Mickey's story out, how are you going to hear Mickey Steins' story out? And you're not actually like hearing that side of things. You're having the same fucking courthouse with somebody new who was the next place in line for the judge to hear the story. Who is probably well diversed and well knowledgeable on the area and the county. Who knew Kevin personally. Let's be real. It's not fair to Mickey. It's not fair to... Because you have to think about it. If that was your loved one, say for instance, if it was his child, right? Say that it was his child on that phone. How would you feel? You feel outraged? Hey, T.
Hey, bitch.
We were talking about the judge, the sheriff and the judge. There's new details. Victim has came out and said that the judge was running a Rex ring.
What judge?
The judge that the sheriff PP'd.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, but we're going to have his trial in the same courthouse. And she was one of the inmates that came forward that said she had Rex to reduce her sentence.
Wow.
And the judge turned around and called CPS on her and had all of her kids taken.
That's fucked up.
Because she's like, you couldn't say no. She was like, you couldn't say no because they held your life in their hands. They're the ultimately one that makes the decision.
So was it just with inmates or?
It was with multiple women. Yeah, the women that would get arrested. He would make them come see him, quote unquote, a few times, and then he would reduce their sentence.
Oh my God.
The young lady stated that, and she talked all about it. And she said that they would take them down to an apartment locally.
Okay, so was the man's daughter ever arrested?
No.
Or what would be that connection?
I think maybe she was a potential.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Hi, Jamie
Yeah.
Giles. I think she was maybe a potential interest. And I think maybe, or it could have been one of his family members. I don't know. But I truly think that something there, High Smash, was going on, and maybe he saw whatever he saw on that phone and flipped his shit. Right, HJ's Orange Kitty? Listen, those people, I'm going to tell you, like, the lady that spoke, there is another interview with her that's not so harsh. Let me play that one. She was one of them that was in and out of jail for addiction.
Hey, Tammy Dolls. Morning, everybody.
Hang on, I'm going to get the interview. This was her interview.
Not the room that's on film. It's on that where that camera is, where the murder and stuff happened. That's not the room that was always the chambers. I don't know. I think it might be behind that where it was. But there was like a different desk and everything in there. That's not the same room.
And how did that happen?
What?
The sex in the chamber.
We would just like sometimes we would just go over there and hang out, and he'd be like, "Just hang out. Let me go sit on the bench for a while. I'll be in a minute." You know, and everybody would come back there and smoke and stuff after. The girls who, they would bring them up from the jail for the house arrest people and stuff. They would have sex all over the place with them too.
From the jail?
Yeah.
Were you ever there when that happened?
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew the girls personally. Yeah. They were my friends and family. They were the people that we lived with on the streets.
So they would.
The other ones that they've done the same thing to and taken their kids and slammed them and put them with all these big crazy charges.
So I mean, you're saying it like it's so normal, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So the judge would have sex with inmates from the jail.
Yes.
And you saw it.
Yes. I was part of it. I was one of them. Not just from being in jail, but coming in off the street and seeing them. Yeah.
How did they keep it a secret?
It wasn't a secret. It wasn't a secret.
Why did you feel like you had to have sex with the judge?
Because he's the one with the power. He holds my entire life in his hands. He's the one that makes the decisions over whether I get to keep my children or not. He's the one that makes the decisions on whether I go to jail or whether I get they would drug test me all the time, and I would pass it, and social services would come in and say no, she failed it, and I would have to make them lab it every time because I wasn't failing it. That was the one good thing that Kevin did for me when my twins, we fought for them for months. Finally got them back in the home. Social services was so harassing and so bad that he called her out in court. He said, that's enough. He said, you have taken this too far, and I'm reporting you to Frankfurt. And he called the ombudsman, contacted me and to supposedly open an investigation against the child services here. And I never heard nothing about it.
Did the judge ever say you have to do this, or if you do this,
you come see me 3 times and we'll take care of this? If it's a ticket or something, or you get some minor charge, some petty charge, come visit me a few times. We'll take care of it.
you would say that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And how many women do you think were also doing this?
Total over the years, hundreds. Yeah. And not just for the women who had charges. Like if your man or somebody, your child is in there, then you could go see him for that too.
And everybody knew this was going on?
Yes. Yes.
So what did you think when the sheriff killed the judge? When you
My
found
heart just exploded. It was not the room that's on.
That's one of the victims herself. Are you getting ready to go to work, T? I'm glad you did stop in. I'm getting ready to. I'll be getting off in a few minutes because I do have to go to work.
Yeah, I just wanted to stop in. I seen you were live, so I wanted to stop in and say
Well, I'm
hey.
glad you did, bitch. What time are you off today?
I get off at 2:30.
Yes, so we can cause havoc after. Okay, got it.
Always.
Be careful going to work.
All right. Have a good day.
I love you.
All right. Love you.
But yeah, you guys see, like, I'm just appalled that the fact that just like she said, you know, you, even if it was your child that was in there, you could go see the judge to get that child's sentence reduced. That is fucking diabolical. Or if it was your husband that was in there. And that county is trying to shut down these victims that are speaking. That was a part of it. Like, seriously? But she put it all out there. I don't know what her name is, but she didn't hide her face, and that worries me for her, you know. Hi, Every Design.
The judge to get out of trouble.
I'm gonna try to find the other one. Good morning.
The county jail. I usually don't do this, but I need y'all to follow me with this story. This might be the craziest story that I ever put out. Did y'all hear about the judge in Kentucky that was unalive? Pew pew right in his chambers? I'm about to give you every single detail of what happened.
Well, Sean Mickey Stein's defense demands the indictment be thrown out, arguing the grand jury was misled. They claim that before testimony...
I just want to start this video off by saying that this is very out of character.
That's crazy to me. Like, seriously. Good morning, Ninja Observers. How are you this morning? It's time to get up. It's time to party this morning. Let's go. I'm going to play one song before I have to go because I do got to go to work. Hold on. Let's go. Some of your friends be hating on you, but acting like they your friend. And smile up in your face. Really happy for you, but they really want to take your place. They trying to compete with you. You need to take my advice. Let's go. Thank you, HJ's Orange Kitty. It's about your life. hell away from me. Fuck my friend. Got me nervous, but it doesn't good to say. Break it down, those things ain't going their way. Hey, thank you, HJ's Orange Kitty. Make them hate to go, get hate, they got to go. Alexa, play and walk that walk and thank you. Come on, time. Come on,
Thank you,
time.
Dave. Dust my broom. Walk that walk.
Alexa.
Lot.
Play Walk That Walk, Anthony Q.
Here's Walk That Walk by Anthony Q on Amazon Music.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Come on. You gotta walk that walk and not just talk that talk.
Good morning. Let's go.
You gotta do what you do and let them do what they do. If they talk about Jesus, you know they'll talk about you. They get mad when you walk that walk. All them haters do is talk that talk. They get mad when you walk that walk. All them haters do is talk that talk. Just keep walking. Let them say what they gon' say, but they won't say it to your face. They rather talk behind your back, spreading lies, not stating facts. But that's cool, play it smooth. You ain't gotta move like they do. Gotta
Walk it, let them talk it.
Ain't no action needed.
Good morning, Grandma M.
Let them talk it. Ain't no action needed. Just a lot of
Your own folks, petty, hating, and capping.
you gotta do what you do and
Let them do what they do.
yeah, they talk about Jesus, you know they'll talk about you. They get mad
When you walk,
they walk, all them haters do is talk that talk. They get mad when you walk that walk, all them haters do is talk that talk. Just keep walking on.
they walk and let them say what they gon' say.
They can't do it like you do, so they gon' hit you later.
Thank you, beautiful. Thank you, Ninja.
Don't be ashamed when you're moving for the better. All they gon' say
Is your
just
name.
so come instead.
Instead,
They don't walk it like you walk. Go instead, just know they kept on walking. You gotta
do what you do and let them do what they do. If they talk about Jesus, you know they'll talk about you. Walk, walk,
that walk. All them haters do is talk that talk. They get mad when you walk that walk. All them haters do is talk
let's go.
that talk. Just keep walking on. Just keep walking on them. Just keep walking on them. Just keep walking on them. Just keep walking on them.
Alexa, play Because I'm Happy.
Happy from Despicable Me
Let's
2
go.
by Pharrell Williams on Amazon
Well,
Music.
shit. Okay, baby, by the way. Happiness is you. Let's go. If you feel like happiness is in you. Yes, Daniel. Good morning, Bart. Hold on. Shit. Good morning. Alexa, off. Okay, guys, I do gotta hop off. I gotta go to work. I got a busy day today, so I will see you guys soon. I hope that everybody is doing okay and you have a great day. We'll see you guys tonight or this afternoon. Oh my God. Hold on. Shit. I will see you guys. Good morning. Okay, sunsets. All right, guys. We will see you later on this evening. I've got a busy day. T's got a busy day. We'll see you guys soon.